right, beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by sophomore Mary Blackledge. So great job there for Mary. So it's a great day here at Cardinal Field. We've got a nice student section down here to cheer on our Cardinals. Beautiful day again out. I think the forecast tonight is supposed to be up to 90 degrees today. We got a good wind that's whipping, blowing really to right field side, and we're ready to get started here for the district finals. So this is the best 2 out of 3, the Crete Cardinals and the Wahoo Warriors, and the winner of today's matches will head to the state tournament on Wednesday of next week. So today in the booth you've got Linda Stones and Marty Stones. We're both going to tag team today here to announce the game and kind of keep you up to date on what's going on. We've got the coaches meeting on the mound. It looks like the Cardinals being the home team here because we're hosting the meet. So the Cardinals are out in the field first, and the Wahoo Warriors are going to be coming up to bat. So what do you think, Marty? Is it going to be a good day for some long balls?
I think so. Have a little bit of a favorable wind. Since Crete's the higher seed, they get the home field advantage or home team advantage here for the first game. Wahoo will have the home team advantage the second game. And then if it's necessary, the third game, it'll go back to Crete.
Okay, we've got a nice crowd of folks here from Wahoo. A lot of folks socially distancing, kind of spread around the stadium. Teams are apart here. All right, let's look and see who's coming to bat here first for the Wahoo Warriors.
Well, defensive alignment, we got Lexi Mock is pitching and Jordan Colby catching today. Leah Jurgens at first, Caitlin Wynn at second, Marley Stones at short, Cassidy Skillett at third. We got Max Steyer in left, Carly Henning in center, and Ashlyn Adamo being out in right field today defensively.
Can hear the Wahoo section cheering for their team, followed by our boys student section cheering on the girls.
There's the throw down to second. We'll be underway here shortly. Leading off for Wahoo is the center fielder, Asia Henderson. She's number 8.
Leading off for the Warriors, number 23, Asia
Or number 23,
Henderson.
sorry. Shoot. Ball one, a little high on outside. Outfielders are battling a little bit of sun right now. Ball two, a little high. Carly in center is having to shield her eyes. She's the one probably having the most trouble with the sun.
Lexi, nice outside. Painted that corner, outside corner.
2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. First batter just underway if you're just joining us.
So again, this is B-8 District Softball Championships. It's going to be the best 2 out of 3 games today. So winner moves on to the state championships next week, next Wednesday in Hastings, Nebraska. And the loser finds the end to their softball season.
A swing and a miss. That brings the count full.
Lexi Mock, again, is our senior pitcher out on the mound today. She's the daughter of Greg and Kristen Henning Mock.
Off just outside, ball 4.
So Lexi has been pitching for the Cardinals, one of the returners from last year.
For the Warriors, number 2, Alyssa Lutke.
Yeah. This is the left fielder for Wahoo.
And
She pops her bunt up for her first out of
the
the game. Runner doesn't advance.
All right, so we got one out here in the top of the first inning for those of you who are just joining
Number
us.
6, Autumn Iverson.
Autumn's the pitcher here for Wahoo. Just a little low. Ball 1.
Looks like Lexi's needing to warm up here a little bit. Lukey batting on the year, 347.
There's a called strike. 1-1.
She's had 34 hits, 33 runs this year at 98 at-bats.
There's a ground ball to third. Cassidy fields it, goes to first for the out.
All right, so the Cardinals got the first 2 outs of the game. So it's the top of the first inning. 2 outs, a runner on second base.
Number 13, Carissa Edie.
She's the right fielder for Wahoo.
Chrissy Edie's batting 340 on the season. She's had 97 at-bats.
There's
And
a
she
soft
hits
little
one.
looper that's foul ball down the left line. So Lexi jumps out ahead of her. 0-1.
Again, beautiful day here at Cardinal Stadium. I see Coach Larson and his brother here cheering on the girls. Coach Larson is the coach of the championship basketball team.
Up to the fence. Carly feels it. Throw to second. The run scores. I think Carly had a little trouble with the sun there. It looked like she didn't break back.
Yeah, I think the sun, it would have been an easy play, but I think the sun really interfered with that.
Number 3, Harper Hancock.
Ball got just a little bit over behind her and run score. So Wahoo's on the board first. It's 1-0. Top of the first inning, 2 outs with the runner on second base.
That's ball 1, a little high. Harper's the second baseman for Wahoo.
Harper's batting .416 on the year with only, well, I guess she's had 89 at-bats. So
That's ball outside.
beautiful day again here at Cardinal Field, here at the Crete High School complex. Again, we're at the B-8 district finals. Best 2 out of 3 here.
2-1 to Harper. 2 outs. Runner on second.
The Crete Cardinals are playing the Wahoo Warriors in this district matchup.
There's a fly ball to left.
Mackenzie Steyer not able to handle that ball, and the runner scores from second. So it's now 2-0 for Wahoo. Runner on second base. Looks like the Cardinals are a little bit tight this morning.
Number 1, Sydney Smart.
She's the shortstop. Those are really 2 gimme runs by the Cardinal defense here.
Sydney Smart is, for the Wahoo, has been batting about .528 at 53 at-bats. To the shortstop, who handles the ball and makes the play. So we've got 3 outs for the Cardinals, but not without Wahoo scoring 2. So 2-0 for Wahoo, and we're moving to the bottom of the first inning. All right.
2-0.
In action today, we've got District B1 finals are happening in Omaha. It's Omaha Scott versus Omaha Gross. B2 district finals, Hastings versus Adams Central in Hastings at the Bill Smith Softball Complex. B3 districts will be starting here shortly in Norris. It's Norris versus number 14 Beatrice. B4 finals that will be happening in Grand Island. You have Grand Island Northwest versus Bennington. B5 district finals, Blair versus Elkhorn, happening in Blair, Nebraska. We've also got GICC playing Wayne, and that's also happening at the Vet Sports Complex in Grand Island. So 2 district games happening out there in Grand Island today. Seward and Scotts Bluff went underway at 10 a.m. this morning. We see if we can get some results or get some status of those games. And then Crete versus Wahoo here. So again, 8 teams will advance to the state tournament.
For the Cardinals, number 12, Leah Jurgen.
Up to the plate is Leah Jurgens, senior first baseman for the Cardinals. She's the daughter of Troy and Amy Jurgens. See if she can get something going for us today. The pitcher was way outside. Lost a little bit of control of that game, that ball. Again, I think both teams a little tight here. There's a lot on the line for these games, so I think little bit of nerves showing here in this first inning.
There's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike here for Leah Jurgens.
Called strike 2.
Called strike. It was a little bit on the outside, but that umpire is allowing him to have the edges of the plate.
Outside.
Outside. Hopefully you can hear some of the fan noise. There's quite a few fans here today at the stadium. From Wahoo and from Crete. We got quite a nice student section here.
That was a little high. Should be full count. 3-1.
It's a full count here, I think, to Leah Jurgens.
No, the ump is there's full
And
count.
she fouls it back into the intermediate school parking area, I believe. School is in session here at Crete, but a lot of the kids were able to take an early release to come over and support the team.
There's ball 4. What's our first
Ball
runner?
4. Coming up to the plate is junior Kitty Went. Kitty is our second baseman.
Number 8, Caitlin Went.
Kitty is the daughter of Michelle and Ernie Went, and Grandma and Grandpa Johnson, I'm sure, are probably here today watching their granddaughter.
Outside, ball 1.
Kitty was a co-op player from Lincoln Lutheran for her first 2 seasons with the Cardinals, and has since transferred to Crete. So she's a full-fledged Cardinal now here, attending school at Crete High. And
There's a grounder to third. She plays
one
the
to
second.
third.
That's the force out. That's the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 20, Lexi Mott.
Lexi Mock coming up to the plate. Lexi is a senior, daughter of Greg Mock and Kristen Henning Mock. Lexi is one of our long ball hitters. She's number 2 for
Ball 1, a little high.
history, career home runs here at the Cardinals. For the Cardinals, she's hit 25 home runs so far in her career. That's an unofficial count. Top home run hitter for the Cardinals in their career is
Ball
Morgan
2.
Molly.
Just a
with
little low.
42 home runs. Lexi
A
pops
little
one
pop
up.
up to the pitcher. Just got it off the hands. This pitcher does like to jam you. She pitches
Now batting for the
inside.
Cardinals, number 9, Cassie Skillet.
All right, Cassidy Skillett up to the plate. Cassidy is a senior,
Called strike one.
third baseman, but also catches occasionally for the Cardinals. Cassidy is the daughter of Janai and Chuck Skillett.
There's an inside changeup. Catcher couldn't handle it, so Caitlin goes down to second.
All right, so the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Kind of a repeat of the top of the inning. That's about where the Wahoo team was. Runner on second. They were able to score 2 in the top of the first inning.
Heads up.
Cassidy fouls one back. Kind of back on the right side of the broadcast booth here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Inside, 2-2. Again, this pitcher tends to like to jam batters. They need to watch the inside pitches. They're going to get a lot of stuff in tight probably today. Whoop.
Whoop. That one about got us. We could have had a catch there.
Cassidy fought off the changeup. Still 2-2. Foul another one off.
Cassidy really battling here at this bat.
Pitcher for Wahoo is Autumn Iverson. High. That's full count. Looks like she tried to get her to chase one up. Cassidy was disciplined.
What is Iverson for grade? Is she a
She's a 10th grader.
sophomore?
Ball 4.
Young pitcher here for the Wahoo Warriors. So we got 2 on.
For the Cardinals, number 13, Marley Stone.
You got sophomore Marley Stones coming up to the plate. Mom and Dad are here at the broadcast booth. Marty and Linda Stones.
Called strike 1. 2 outs. Got runners on first and second.
So we have a vested interest in this at bat. Marley's batting coach, Anthony Ibarra, was able to find her a bat this morning. Hers was
That's inside. Ball 1.
having some issues, and so he called us early this morning and said, hey, meet me downtown. I got a bat for Marley to try, and gave her a little motivation. If she hits 2 home runs, it's hers. So let's see what she can do.
Little high there, so it's 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike to Marley.
Ball 3.
All right. 3 balls, 1 strike, or 3 balls, no strikes, right? So she's going to have to 1 strike. Yep. So she's going to have to give her a ball to hit.
Ooh. Swing and a miss. Brings the count full.
All right. So we got full count. Runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning for the Cardinals.
Oh, that was call strike 3. That was a little inside and low, looked like, but.
I agree with you. We're a little biased, but I agree with you. I think that one looked a little bit too inside there.
Even if that had been a Wahoo batter, I think I'd have called that a ball. That was pretty low and inside.
All right, so we're going to go to the top of the second inning here, and the Wahoo Warriors lead 2-0. Got Lexi Mock on the mound for the Cardinals. Quite a few students here. Marty, you got any idea what your guess is for student count or even attendance as a whole?
Well, what are the guidelines?
I don't.
50?
I don't think
think
there's
there-
a requirement, a restriction now.
Looks like the student section is a good 50 strong at least at this point, and I suspect there'll be some more kids coming here shortly.
Yeah, there's a nice crowd here, and
Yeah.
all of them wearing their masks, socially distancing.
Leading off for the Warriors.
See several of the
Number
tennis boys. I
22.
see Jackson Dittmer
Kylie
and Lucas
Jennings.
Lenhoff. Quite a few of the football boys here. Sergio, Austin Crumey. A lot
Leading-
of girls. It's great to see the teams supporting each other.
I see some of the tennis players there too.
Yeah, I mentioned
Did you?
Lucas and
There's a call, strike one. Leading off is number 22, Kylie Henning, who's the third baseman for Wahoo. Good change up there for a called strike two. So Lexi gets ahead of her quickly in the count. If you're just joining us, in the top of the inning, Wahoo scored 2 to take the lead. Crete just finished their at bat. Wasn't able to plate anybody, had some runners. So the score is 2-0 Wahoo, top of the second. Count here is still 0-2. Ooh. Just missed, I guess. Ball one.
again on the mound is our senior Lexi Mock, co-captain of this.
That's a good
Oh,
pitch.
yeah. Pitched way outside and got her.
Outside curve that she swung at and missed. That's first out.
Hey, big
Not
shout
bad
out
for
to
Wahoo.
our girl Jenny Cardona. She just texted in
19.
saying the announcing is going
Good
good. I
job.
think she's a little biased, though, and probably looking for a little homemade tapioca. What do you think, Marty?
Yeah.
She's our girl.
Stop by and see us. We'll make a big bowl of it. There you go. There's a good change up by Lexi for a called strike one.
Jenny was one of our seniors last year and has now moved on to college, is going to school at UNL. So we're proud of our girl.
Still outside. Ball one.
We're able to bring you this game today thanks to the Crete Cardinal Strive team. We've got sponsor Travis Coe in the booth with us today, managing all the equipment.
Pop up to the first base. Whoop. Little miscommunication out there. Everybody froze and it dropped right in the donut.
Yeah, Cardinals are just playing a little tight this morning. There's a lot on the line for these girls. This could be their last day of playing softball for the Cardinals for the season. We got 7 seniors on this Cardinal team. So it'd be really great for them to move on. Catching for the Cardinals today is junior Jordan Coe. Jordan is the daughter of Jennifer and Jason Coe. We'll give a shout out to Jason. I know he couldn't get the day off today, so he's in York. Hopefully on a lunch break watching the Cardinal softball team.
Attempted bunt goes foul.
And we do a shout out to Jason's family down in Louisiana, but I suspect that they're evacuated or evacuating. They're in the Lake Charles area of Louisiana. So pray for those folks as Hurricane Delta, which I believe last I saw was a Category 2,
Behind.
coming into the same area that Laura came into.
Lexi's
weeks
ahead
ago.
0-2 in the count here.
So we decided to tag team it today. Our boys said that I talk too much about everything and Dad knows more about softball, so we decided we'd bring both of you today.
Line drive up the middle. It's going to advance the runner to second, but she has to hold. Carly does a good job of getting over and fielding it. So we got no outs here. Runners on first and second. Lexi's going to have to work to get out of this hole here. This should be number 31, the flex player coming up.
Courtesy running for the Warriors.
Oh, 20.
Number 10, Jason Nelson.
Hey, we've had a shout out by Jason Danker too. Some friends of ours from Lincoln, Michelle and Jason Danker. Their daughter Kaylee goes to Lincoln East and
Now batting, number 23, Asia Henderson.
plays basketball with Marley. So thanks for dialing in there, Jason.
Top of the lineup here. That was outside ball 1. Asia's the center fielder, leadoff hitter for the Wahoo.
Got runners on first and second base.
Ball 2.
Asia Henderson is batting about 450 on the season. She's had 100 at bats.
There's a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners on first and second. Wahoo's leading 2-0. Top of the second.
Again today it's district final, so it's best 2 out of 3.
Little outside. Ball 3. Lexi really doesn't want to put her on. It'd be nice to get her to hit into the ground. Double play or a force out here.
Yeah, the Cardinals had the opportunity to get a couple double plays when we were up in Wayne in sub-district, just not quite able to pull
There's
it.
a called strike, full count.
The umpire definitely likes to call those outside pitches, doesn't he?
His zone's pretty generous right now, it looks like.
We'll see if that lasts through all 3 games. Hopefully we don't have to go to 3, but if we
There's
do.
Foul ball, count remains full.
Yeah, the Cardinals, they've had a few miles that they've logged. Last Thursday they played in the conference championships in Lexington. And then Monday and Tuesday this week played at sub-districts up at Wayne, Nebraska. Beautiful drive up there to Wayne. Had a 2.5-hour drive.
There's a hit over Ashlyn and right. She gets it, throws it in. Run scores. The throw goes to third, so the runner advances to second. So now we've got runners on second and third with no outs.
Now batting.
Down 3-0.
For the Warriors, number 2, Alyssa Lutke.
We haven't been very sharp defensively today.
Not so far. Cardinals were really doing well there for a while. We kind of, the beginning of the season, there was a lot of movement on the defensive side, trying to figure out who belongs where. We've had a pretty solid defensive team, though, the last few games that we've played and taken the field.
I think playing in front of a large student section maybe has a little bit of getting used to for them. They've been on the road here quite a bit of late, so not used to having all these fellow students out here cheering on, which is good, but also probably makes them a little nervous too. I know the outfield's dealing with the sun a little bit. With an early game like this, the sun's still climbing in the sky. There's ball 1 outside.
We got Brian Carnes, one of the Crete City Councilmen, dialed in watching the Cardinals today as well. So, hey, Brian, thanks for supporting the Cardinals.
There's a called strike. This is the left fielder, Alyssa Lutke. Bats second in the lineup, so we're kind of in the top of the lineup here. Cardinals definitely need to get an out here if we can. There's a ground ball to third. Good play by Cassidy. She just tags the runner that was off the bag. Oh, then she threw the ball out into the outfield. Throw's coming to the plate. Not going to be in time, though. So that was good play, bad play. So we got 1 out, runner at second, and then another run scored.
Number 6, Autumn Iverson.
So a heads up base play by Cassidy. She snagged that ball.
She was trying to throw back to second to get the runner at second, and Caitlin just couldn't handle the throw, and it went out into the outfield, and outfielders weren't really in position to cover that throw that quick. There's a pop-up to short.
That was a high
There we go.
pop-up.
That's the inning.
Finally got out of the inning.
To the bottom of 2.
I guess I was missing an out there. I don't know. I was thinking there was.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track. It's really hard to see the scoreboard up here in the broadcast booth. So we've got bottom of the second inning, 4-0. Wahoo Warriors lead. It could have been a lot worse that inning, so we're lucky we got out of the inning the way we did.
Yeah.
Nice pop-up catch by Marley Stones there to end that inning.
Carly Henning will be leading off for us in this inning, followed by Jordan Coe, and then Riley Schmidt, and then we'll be back to the top of the lineup. We had an opportunity to score last inning with a couple runners on, but left them on. Good thing is the Cardinals have the ability to put a lot of runs on the board in a hurry here if we just get rolling.
Now batting.
Yeah.
Cardinals, number 24, Carly Henning.
Yeah, they have a couple long ball hitters, and one is right here, Carly Henning, coming up to the plate. Carly's actually hit 6 home runs so far this year. She's had 13 in her career here at playing for the Cardinals.
Fouled that one back over the right side.
There's a pretty stiff wind out of the southwest blowing out into right field, so those girls, they catch one, and I think we can send it deep.
Yeah, right center to right. Going to get a little help. There's inside. 1-1. This pitcher likes to jam the batters. We need to get ready for those inside pitches. There's a line shot off the pitcher's knee. Ricochets out into center field. Hopefully she's all right. That hit her pretty good. Fortunately for us, it almost went to the shortstop. Fortunately, it didn't ricochet where they could make a play on it. Looks like she's okay, though.
So I guess since there was a
For the Cardinals, number 16.
risk of injury, it's a good time to mention that shout out to Crete Area Medical Center, who provides the sponsors a full-time trainer here for the Cardinals. Tim Tummerup's on site today for the Cardinals games.
Jordan takes ball 1, outside and high.
Up to bat is Jordan Coe, our junior catcher. Jordan, again, is the daughter of Jennifer and Jason Coe. She's a junior here at Crete High. And Grandma Judy Imus out in Belgrade, Nebraska, probably watching.
Inside, ball 2.
So we're at the bottom of the second inning. The Wahoo Warriors lead 4-0, but Cardinals have a runner on first base, Carly Henning.
There's a called strike. That inside. This girl just loves to paint that inside corner. That's
Jordan.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Jordan's had some good hits, too. She had a home run ball in Lexington, I believe.
Oh, little late there. It was a good line drive over first base out of play.
Foul ball out of play. Mm-hmm.
Counts 2-2. Got no outs. Runner on first. There's inside.
Good hitter.
Oh,
Boy, things just are not going the Cardinals' way today.
I guess Jordan thought count was full, so she took off like she was walking, and Carly was going to second. And
I thought the ball hit her.
that's what I thought. I thought it had hit her, and that's why she was going down to the. So they threw over to get Carly at first. So now we got 1 out. Jordan's she's on
she
first
walked.
with a walk.
We got Mackenzie Steyer coming up to the plate. Mackenzie is a sophomore, daughter of Mandy and Troy Steyer.
Number 27, Mackenzie Steyer.
Oh, that's right. I mentioned earlier I missed Mac in the lineup here. There's a pop-up in the infield. Caught by the second baseman, so that's 2 outs.
Cardinals are getting their bats on the ball, just not quite getting it where we need to get it. And just some bad breaks really early in the game. I think
Now batting.
Cardinals are a little tight this morning.
Riley.
Number 3, Riley Schmidt.
Yep, Riley's up to bat here.
Riley Schmidt is left-hander,
Ball outside.
daughter of Raquel and Brian Schmidt. She's got 2 older sisters, Mackenzie and Haley, that have both played softball for Crete.
There's a swing and a miss. Strike 1, so it's 1-1.
Riley's a junior and designated player for us.
There's ball outside.
Riley had, early in the season, had to take a few weeks off to have a surgical procedure, minor surgical procedure done, and it's just amazing that she was able to get back as fast as she has.
There's a hit to short. She feels it, falls down, is able to still make the play. So, 1 runner left on.
End of the second. Heading to the top of the third. Wahoo. 4, Cardinals 0.
Top of the third for the Cardinals, 4-0. Wahoo still has the lead, but when we come back up at the bottom of the inning, we'll have the leadoff runners, or leadoff batter, Leah Juergens. So one thing the Cardinals have done this season really have hit better the second time they've seen the batter. So
Pitcher.
Or seen the pitcher,
Yeah.
second at bat.
Well, to some extent, we just got to get going. It seems like we've always had an inning where somebody kind of sparks it and then the whole team just kind of comes on. So if we kind of shake off some of these nerves, because actually I don't think any of the runs were earned by Wahoo. They've all been basically gimmies.
Yeah.
They haven't hit the ball exceptionally well. It's just been little bloopers and mistakes defensively by Crete at this point.
Yep. Up in the booth, we have Mr. Wagner with us, Aaron Wagner. He's rocking us out this morning.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 13, Carissa Edie.
All right.
And number 13, she's the right fielder for Wahoo, Carissa.
Chris is batting .340 on the season with 97 at-bats for the Wahoo Warriors. The Wahoo team has their stats on Max Preps. The Cardinals don't publish their stats, so that's why we're only giving you the Wahoo stats. And again, this is off of Max Preps, the
Ball
Max
one.
Preps website.
Little low. There's a good pitch. Breaking ball, breaks away outside, swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. Remember last year, Crete started off districts losing the first game to Gehring and then came back like gangbusters.
That's right.
So I don't know. We tend to start slow. Our morning games aren't necessarily our best games, it seems like.
Looks like the game at Seward. Seward leads 8-2 over Scotts Bluff. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning right now over in Seward. So we'll try to give you updates as we can.
A shot back to Lexi, fields it nicely, makes the play. So 1 up, 1 down. Top of the third.
Now batting number 3, Harper Hancock.
Yeah, the second baseman, number 3, Harper, is up now. Good pitch on the outside, called strike. If you're just joining us, Wahoo picked up 2 runs in the first inning, and Crete left a couple on base both innings. Wahoo just picked up 2 more last inning, so it's 4-0 Wahoo. Crete's had runners on, but just hasn't been able to bring them across the plate yet. Lexi's ahead on Harper. just a little high, evidently. Should be 1 ball, 2 strikes, I believe. Kind of back over the Cardinal dugout. She's definitely a little late. Left side needs to be ready. Strike. Ooh. Ah. Okay, I guess not. That was close. I thought he was going to ring her up. 2-2 to count. 1 out. Nobody on.
Now batting, number 1, Sydney Smart.
I think she's pretty fortunate she didn't get rung up on that last pitch. Must have been just a tad high or something. I don't know. I've got a pretty good vantage point. There's a pop-up in the infield. Caitlin makes a play. Struggled with the sun just a little bit for an instant there, but was able to shield it and make the catch.
Yeah.
So
Good.
There's a foul tip.
All right.
Are they out of order?
I don't think so.
That's a ball high.
Don't say anything. Yeah, we got to notice that we're not striving right now.
There's one out there.
Oh, number 3 just hit. Ashton fields it cleanly and throws it in, so it holds the runner at second.
We're trying to get our stride back up. If you're listening, we're having a little spot, so if there's been a little bit of a delay here, or we apologize for the strive. We're having some technical difficulties. Our strive sponsor is here trying to get us up to speed. So, okay, it sounds like we're back on now.
Just a little flare over second. Well, those are just little Texas leaguers that really dropping in where you just can't quite get to them.
Now batting, number 18.
So Wahoo goes up 5-0 on the Cardinals. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, I believe.
There's a ball just outside.
Is it 1 or 2 outs? It looks like
2
it's
outs.
2 outs.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 outs.
I think there's only 1.
Technical difficulty. We've been having a hard time, and the scoreboard looks like there's 2 outs.
There's a fly ball to right. Ashland's settling under it. And that's the inning.
Yeah.
She's the one that's like on the first pitch.
Okay.
Base, and then followed up by our other senior, Lexi, hitting another home run. Ended up run ruling the Lady O there at the bottom of the 6th inning. That was a good win for the Cardinals, and a great way to show that that team really can come back around with their bats. Really just takes one of them to get them going. And
yeah. Well, this game has been really odd. It's Wahoo really hasn't hit the ball well. They've just been hitting it where we ain't. And then they've
the Cardinals
got some very fortunate breaks themselves defensively.
12, Leah Jurgens.
all right.
So here we go, 5-0 in the bottom of the 3rd.
All right, here we are, top of the 3rd inning, and we got our leadoff batter for the Cardinals, Leah Jurgens. Bottom of the third, excuse me. Bottom of the 3rd. Want to do a shout out to Seward, Nebraska, Coach Sean Carr, our previous head coach. He may be teaching, but he may be watching as well. So he knows we know he loves his Cardinals and has been following his girls all season. Definitely miss Coach Carr here.
Ball outside. This ump's definitely giving her the outside corner, it looks like, here on our left-handed batters. There's a shot to left field Over her head to the base of
Oh.
the fence. Leah's digging for 2, and she'll get in easily with a stand-up double.
Car. All right.
Now batting for the Cardinals,
We've had a
number 8, Caitlin.
We've had a couple people dial in. We've been having a little bit of problems with our hotspots. We hope that we're getting it squared away, but we've had a couple people text in saying that how the heck are they supposed to avoid work and watch the game if our hotspot's not working right? So we'll have to talk to administration about that and see what we can do there. All right, so we think we're back up.
Got a called strike 1 on Caitlin.
We've got Leah Jurgens hit a really nice deep ball out to left field if you missed it for a double play. Stand-up double. Not double play, sorry, stand-up double. And that's why the boys suggested that I bring my husband along with me to help announce, because I don't always get this ball stuff right.
There's a pop-up by Caitlin
Kitty
to center.
pop-up.
Ooh,
Oh,
drops.
man.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Leah tried to run for third on the drop ball, and
That was a heads-up play by the center
picked it
fielder.
up and threw it. So she got thrown out. Kitty made it to second,
Now
though.
batting
So
for the Cardinals, number 20, Lexi Mott.
I think it was a shortstop and the second baseman going
collided.
for the ball and collided. The ball dropped, but the center fielder on heads-up play was right there to pick up the ball. Leah tried to advance to third in the collision, and they threw her out on third base. So that was really heads-up play by that Wahoo center fielder.
yeah, it was.
So we got Kitty Went on second base. Cardinals need to strike here, so it's 1 out. Our senior Lexi Mock is up to bat. Lexi, like I said, is second overall in career home runs here for the Cardinals.
Called strike 1.
Lexi's hit 23 home runs on her career. I'm not sure she's going to be able to beat past Morgan Molly. She's our home
Ball
run
inside.
leader with 42 home runs, and Izzy Eltsey, who plays for the Omaha Maverick softball team, she has 24 home runs, so right behind Lexi.
There's a shot to
Whoa.
right center. All the way to
Nice
the
shot,
fence.
all the
That'll
way to the
score
fence.
Caitlin easily. So a nice single by Lou to get Cards on the board.
All right, Lexi has a nice hit out to right center and scores a run.
Courtesy running for the Cardinals, number 2, Lauren Molly.
Yep, so Lauren goes
Now
in
batting
to
for the Cardinals,
Freshman Lauren Molly coming
number 9,
in to
Cassie
courtesy run
Yes.
for a pitcher. She's on first base. Lauren is the younger sister of Morgan Molly. Morgan was a senior last year for this Cardinal softball team. She was our catcher and long ball hitter. She hit a lot of long balls last year. I'm sure Morgan is dialed in unless she's got classes this morning. Morgan is attending Creighton University and playing basketball for Creighton. So
Called
shout
strike 1
out
on
to
Cassidy.
Mo. Cassidy Skillett is up to the plate here for the Cardinals, senior daughter of Chuck and Janai Cassidy.
So we've got 1 out, runner on first. 0-1. That one got away from the pitcher. Catcher did a good job to get to it.
Cassidy can hit some long balls too. She's had several home runs already this year. I think 4 home runs already this year, and is tied for 7th for career home runs for the Cardinals with a total of 11 home runs.
Foul
That's kinda-
ball to the right side.
Unofficial count. I kind of lost track. I thought my broadcasting days were over, so I kind of stopped keeping track of stats when we went to Wayne and went to Lexington.
Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. As she just fouls that one off.
That was a changeup. It was slow coming in.
Good job just battling and getting rid of that one. Getting to one that she likes better.
So the district format is it's best 2 out of 3. There are 16 teams.
There's a
Heads up.
foul ball down the right field line.
16 teams here playing today in southeastern Nebraska primarily. There's a few western teams, but they've had to travel east to play. It's best 2 out of 3 format.
Swing and a miss.
Winners of today's games move on to state. Losers end their season.
Now batting,
2 outs now.
13, Marley Stone.
All right, up to bat is sophomore Marley Stones, Marty and I's daughter. We'll do a shout out to her brother. She's got 2 brothers in Blue Springs, Missouri, and 1 in Charlotte, North Carolina that are watching today.
She fouls it off the right side.
Her other brother, Brennan, is probably here. He's a senior at Crete High this year. We got a great student section today here to support the Cardinals. See quite a few football jerseys down there.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
All right, behind in the count here. We need to get this ball game rolling. Got a runner on first base, Lauren Molly, who's running for Lexi Mock.
Hey, fouled it
All
off.
right, fouls one off.
So we got 2 outs, runner on first, 0-2 count. Probably going to see a changeup here, I would think. High. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ooh, that was close. It was a little too close for my comfort.
She's got to watch that inside pitch. Oh, that's what he's been kind of calling pretty favorably for the pitcher. There she fouls it off the right side. She's battling.
We'll
Last time she took that inside pitch that she thought was off the plate, and it was, but he called it, so he's got a pretty wide zone for that inside pitch. Change up, she swings through it.
That's a good
pitch.
changeup.
Mhm.
That was a good pitch.
Well, the Cardinals do get one.
Heading to the top of the 4th, Wahoo 5,
All right, 5 to
5-1.
1.
Yep.
Cardinals 1.
5 to 1
Top of the
here,
4th
top
now.
of the 4th inning. Again, we're going to play a full 7-inning game. There are no time limits in this format. And then there'll be a 30-minute break in between games, and then we'll start the second game. Again, it's best 2 out of 3. Last year, the Cardinals played Gehring at home and lost the first one and ended up winning 2 to go to the state championships. So it's not unheard of, but it would sure be nice if the Cardinals could get this first one under their belt.
This is very similar to last year. We were a little flat that first game, just couldn't seem to get it going, and then we came alive and just crushed them those second 2 games. So definitely have the ability to do it. We still are in this game easily, only down by 4. That's very doable for this offense if we just get going here.
I want to give a shout out to some of our friends in Aurora, Nebraska, Deb and Dusty Farmbrook. Their daughter, Eva, plays for the Aurora Huskies and was a teammate of Marley's and is still a teammate of Jordan Coe's.
Number 23, Asia.
So she's dialed in watching us today, watching the game.
Called strike 1 on Asia, the center fielder.
We appreciate Deb dialing in and watching the game, supporting the Cardinals.
Swing and
Wish the
foul.
Huskies were still in the off-season play, but appreciate your support.
Lexi jumps ahead quickly, 0-2. There's a
High
Pop
pop
up,
fly,
right.
but it's in play.
first baseman settles under it, makes the catch. Good job by Leah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
wind and the sun is a little tough right now, looking that direction. So that's the first out, first batter.
Now batting, number 2, Alyssa Lutke.
This is the left fielder.
So Wahoo batter comes to the plate. It's 5-1 again.
Well, just a little out. Ball 1.
Top of the 5th inning. Been trying to look for some scores to update you. The only score I was able to find is Seward was ahead of Scotts Bluff. Bottom of the 6th inning, 8-2. They started an hour earlier than us.
Grounder to short. Fields it clean. Nice throw for the out. It's 2 down in the inning here. Marley did a nice job of charging that. It wasn't hit very hard.
Number 6, Autumn Iverson.
This is the pitcher. She's been throwing a pretty good game so far. Called strike. She's had the benefit of a pretty good strike zone, I think, today. Helps her, especially on the inside pitches that she likes to throw. Called strike 2, so she's down the count 0-2.
Looks like the Seward Scotts Bluff game went final. I'll have to see if I can get you a final score on that. Like I said, last.
A little blooper over the infield for a single. That's the thing. Early in the game, we gave them some runs with some errors. Just misplayed a few balls, and then lately they've been just hitting
number 13, Carissa Edie.
Little seeing eye base hits that are just barely looping over the infield, just in front of the outfield.
All right, just got an update from Seward. It was 8-7, so that was a close game out there in Seward.
Yeah.
Scotts Bluff came back, but Seward was able to get the win.
There's a swing and a miss.
So Seward has 1 in the books. It's best 2 out of 3, so we'll have to see how they do.
This is the right fielder. Strike 2.
It looks like Lexi's starting to get dialed in here pretty good.
So she's ahead 0-2 in the count. There's 2 outs. Runner on first. Wahoo's up 5-1. Top of the 4th. There's a foul back, straight back over our heads. Count remains 0-2. There's a good outside pitch that she swung at, couldn't reach, so that's a strikeout for the 3rd out.
And at the bottom, score stays the same. Warriors 5, Cardinals 1.
5-1.
So Wahoo leaves a runner on base. We come to the bottom of the inning, and it'll be leading off. Will be Carly, I believe, right? Carly Henning be leading off.
So it's the middle of the middle of the lineup. Again, beautiful day here at Cardinal Field here in Crete, Nebraska. Beautiful day, sunny. We've got a nice breeze blowing from the south to kind of out of the southwest a little bit, blowing out into right field. We'll do a shout out to the school administration, Dr. Josh McDowell, athletic director, BT Crossell. These guys have been pretty busy. We were at the tennis meet last night. They were there, here again today. Just a lot of activities here at Crete High. And like I said, a very nice Cardinal community. We've got quite a crowd here for the student section, watching the game, supporting the Cardinals. Got quite a few people in the stands supporting the girls. We got Carly Henning up to the plate.
She flares one out to right. Nobody's going to get to it. It drops for a base hit. So we got the first runner on. Coming up is Jordan, and behind her is Riley.
Mackenzie.
Batting for the Cardinals, number 16, Jordan. Go.
Lord Jordan lined one really hard to the right side, just out of play. So we got no outs. Carly's on first. Have no balls, 1 strike. She grounds one back to the pitcher. She throws to first for the first out, but not in time the second. So
able to avoid
they
a
were
double
able to
play there.
Cut down the runner, cut down Carly going to
Now
second.
batting number 27, Mackenzie Steyer.
All right, Max Steyer is up to the plate. Max, sophomore, daughter of Troy and Mandy Steyer. She's a relative of the Bauer clan. I know a lot of the Bauers are probably dialed in watching her today.
Called strike 1. She hit real well up at Wayne. I think she had a grand slam and a home run, one each day.
Yeah.
So her bat's been pretty hot. We just got to get everybody going here. There's a foul ball. Just
fouled one off of her leg there.
Drove it into her leg, yep. She looks okay, though. 0-2's the count. 1 out. Jordan Coe at first. Max swung just through that one. So it's 2 down.
Now batting number 3, Riley Schmidt.
Riley Schmidt coming up to the plate.
Riley hit well up at Wayne the other day as well.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. This pitcher has kind of a unique delivery. If our girls are just taking a little bit to get her timing adjusted to her. She does a lot of movement. Ball outside.
It's the best 2 out of 3 here today. So, again, we're going to go to a full 7 innings. There's no time limits on these games.
The next game will start 30 minutes after the first one completes. There's a ball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a line drive up the middle.
A nice hit by Riley.
That advances the runner. So Jordan's at second safely. Riley at first, and that brings Leah Jurgens up.
All
Top
right,
of the order.
back to the top of the order for the Cardinals.
Now batting number 12, Leah Jurgens.
So nice hard hit up the middle by Riley Schmidt, lefty. Advances Jordan to second base. So we got runners on 1 and 2. Leah Jurgens is up to bat for the Cardinals, our leadoff hitter, senior, co-captain.
Ball outside. So there's 2 outs, runners on first and second. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Cardinals are down 5-1. Foul ball out over the left field.
Way out of play. I think that one landed in the street or maybe even in the intermediate parking lot. It really flew.
So it counts 1-1. Pitcher gets set. Change up called, strike 2.
It's all right. That wasn't hers. Young pitcher for Wahoo.
Nope. Catcher tried to frame it and get that call, but he wouldn't bite. 2-2. He's been pretty generous with that outside pitch. She really tried to frame it in there for him, but it was out there too far. There's ball 3 outside. Try to show a change up out on the corner. So it's full count. Runners on first and second should be running here. Fouled away.
Foul.
Good battle. She just got rid of that one. That wasn't one she wanted.
Cardinals really could use some runs this inning.
Yeah, timely hit here.
Be nice. Our seniors step up to the plate here and drive a couple of these runs in.
Tried to change up. It was high for ball 4, so Leah gets on with a walk. So bases are loaded now for Caitlin Went.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 8, Caitlin Went.
So Kitty Went, and they like to call her Kitty. Her real name is Caitlin. She's coming up to the plate. Daughter of Michelle and Ernie Went. I see Michelle in the stands. A nervous mom. I appreciate those shoes that she's wearing.
Hit back to the pitcher. She stops it, but throws it wild. That brings one in. Here comes a second run. And the runners advance to second and third.
Wow.
So Cardinals get a couple there on the air by the pitcher. She did a good job stopping it with her backhand. It was pretty well hit by Caitlin, but she knocked it down, then had to stretch a little, pick it up, and when she turned to fire it, she threw just a little wide of the first baseman.
Now batting.
First baseman just didn't have the range to get it.
Lexi.
Tell you, that's what the Cardinals needed, though. Score a couple runs.
Yep, that makes it 5-3. Luke could basically tie it or take the lead here with a good hit or a great hit. Base hit will score 2 because we got speed at second. Caitlin would score easily on a single.
So at Kitty on second and Leah Juergens on third.
Oh, kind of an excuse me foul ball there. Back over the backstop. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on second and third.
Got the
Wahoo
student
leads
section on their
5-3.
feet, supporting their Cardinal girls.
Whoa, she threw it wild. Oh, the runner did not try to score.
Ooh, that's too bad. Boy, that really popped back, though. It's probably the better thing to save a run when you got
hard to know. You got Lexi at bat. You don't want to take the bat out of her hands with runners in position, but in hindsight, Leah probably could have scored fairly easily on that.
Yeah, it really bounced off that backstop, though, but then they couldn't handle it, so.
That one might be gone.
And
it is.
Dead
center
home
field.
Run.
Woo! Yes, ma'am. That was a no-doubter off the bat.
3-run shot. Ties it up to the Cardinals. 5-5.
So we're going to add 1 to Lexi's career home runs. That's career home run number 26 for Lexi Mock, senior here at Crete High. What a way for a senior to come in, bring it in. So, it was 5-3.
6-5, yeah.
I think it's 6-5, yeah.
So Crete takes the lead here, 6-5.
Got all this extra help in the announcer's booth, and we're having a hard time keeping track of everything. Too much excitement up here. So Cardinals take the lead with that big hit by our senior Lexi Mock.
Now Cassidy's up, 2 down, nobody on.
Senior Cassidy Skillett coming up. Now I told you that we probably had Mo supporting her team, and she's not even dialing in from Creighton. She's home watching us. So appreciate Morgan Molly here at the stadium. Here, the student section here in front of us.
Cass fouled that one back. She's down 0-1. Oop, there was a wild pitch. It was supposed to be a changeup, but she held on to it and threw it high and wide. So 1-1.
Pitcher today starting for Wahoo is a sophomore, so a lot of stress on a young pitcher. She's had fairly decent control.
There's a nice hit out to center by Cass. Center fielder couldn't get to it.
Another good hit.
So starting to get their bats on her a little bit here.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 13, Marley Stone.
All right, so we got Marley coming up to the plate. Marley's our daughter, so sophomore. Marley was actually born in Norfolk, Virginia, but we moved to Crete when she was about 18 months old. Wanted to raise her back here in the good life, and it has been a good life so far here in Nebraska, playing for the Cardinals. Great community.
Looks like Lena Zahorik is going to go in and run for Cassidy.
Number 22, Lena Zahorik.
So senior Lena Zahorik is coming in to pitch run for the Cardinals. So Marley's coming up to the plate here.
Ball high for the first pitch.
So kind of lost count. I think it's 2 outs, right?
Yep, 2
Lexi,
outs.
2 out home run to put the Cardinals in the lead for this game.
Yep, she fouled that back.
Yeah, that
Even the count at 1-1.
pitcher's really jamming them inside. That was a real inside pitch. Got a runner on first base. Marley Stone, sophomore, up to bat. Ooh,
It's
way
inside.
inside.
2 balls and a strike.
Way inside, kind of painted the top of those shoestrings.
Yep. Almost hit her in the leg. This girl definitely tries to throw them in tight.
Heads up.
Fouled it back. Notice she's
Dad's trying to bat for her up in the batting or in the broadcast booth. So he's been driving her to batting lessons.
laid off of
So,
that one.
Yeah, it's
That brings the count full.
full count. Full count to Marley Stones. Got a runner on first base, 2 outs. Getting the Cardinals win up 6-5.
There she battled again, fouled it off.
Fouls it off again over the visitors' dugout.
Lena's running on the pitch with 2 outs and full count. There's a base hit.
Nice hit.
Oh, yeah, base hit, yep. Right fielder made a good attempt. Get up and go. Oh, no, there we go, all right.
All right.
Right fielder made a great attempt at it, but just couldn't quite get to it and hold it. So Marley ends up at second.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 24, Carly Henning.
And Lena ended up at third. So we've got runners on second and third with 2
Carly
outs.
Henning up to the plate. So it'd be nice for the Cardinals to really lay it on here and get us some insurance runs. So we're leading 6-5 here, the bottom of the 5th inning, right?
4, I think, bottom 4.
Is it bottom of 4 or is it bottom of?
Yeah.
Bottom of 4.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. It's been a long week. It's been a long 2 weeks.
Yep.
So girls were in Lexington last Thursday for conference play. Couple nice drives up to Wayne, Nebraska on Monday and Tuesday. And now here at home on Friday.
There's
Carly hits
a
one
hit
up the middle.
through the right side. That'll score Lena, and here comes Marley to the plate. She's safe. And Carly goes to second. She'll hold there. Catcher has the ball. So that makes it 8-5. Crete with a runner on second. 2 down. Jordan Coe coming up to the plate.
Cardinal bats are hot this inning, doing a nice job.
This has kind of been the signature Cardinal softball here, where we
Jordan Coe.
finally get a spark and catch fire, and then Katie bar the door.
All right, Jordan Coe's coming up to the plate. Jordan is a junior, again, daughter of Jason and Jennifer Coe. Jason hopefully is being able to dial in from York, Nebraska. Wasn't able to have the day off.
Swing and a miss, but Carly did a delayed steal. They were caught the pitcher sleeping, so she's at third now.
So we got a
Heads up
runner at
base runner.
third base. Carly, she delayed there just a little bit and was able to.
Pitcher had her head down, was thinking about her next pitch and didn't pay any attention to her, and she took off. There's a little blooper over to second. She handles it, and the bad throw. Catcher, first baseman couldn't handle it. So Jordan ends up safe at first. Carly scores. Now Mackenzie Steyer comes up to the plate.
Batting number
Wow.
27, Mackenzie Steyer.
Kind of feel bad for the Wahoo Warriors. They're in the position we kind of were in early in the game. A little bit tight. We had a few errors in the field. Wahoo got some unearned runs. And now
For the Cardinals,
So it's 9-5 here.
6.
game is balancing itself back out, and error there by the first baseman, not able to handle the ball.
9-5 in the bottom of the fourth. Cardinals have a runner on first and 2 outs here.
So we got
McKenzie's coming
Kylie
up to
Mike.
bat.
Kylie Mike came in. Kylie's a senior, daughter of Darren and Darcy Mike. She's on first base. Granddaughter of our neighbor Marlo. Marlo's probably in the combine today, harvesting.
Ball inside.
I suspect that's probably where Darren's at, too.
Yep.
Hopefully he's dialed in listening to the game.
I think Darren's doing some beans down south a little bit.
Mackenzie Steyer, sophomore, up to the plate. Daughter of
Oop,
Troy
called
and
strike.
Mandy
Looked a
Juergens,
little low, but-
or Mandy Steyer.
1-1's the count.
All right, forgive me. I got up early to make the girls a chocolate cake this morning.
Too much caffeine.
Not enough caffeine, probably.
Foul tip. She's just under it. Mac had a hot bat there, like I said last time in Wayne, so hopefully she can keep her going here. She got her bat on it the first time. Swung through a changeup last at bat. See if she can't lay some wood to it here. Off the handle, to the shortstop. Just the girl jammed her. Is not a bad hit. Just hit it off the handle.
Them on the board, heading to the top.
Good inning for the Cardinals.
Fifth.
Yep. So it's top of the 5.
Cardinals lead 9-5.
All right, top of the 5th inning. It's 9-5. Cardinals are in the lead. Again, we're going to play all 7 innings here in this district format, best 2 out of 3. So,
Unless we come back out and run in the next inning, which has kind of been.
that would be okay.
Yeah.
All right. I guess let's talk a little bit about the Cardinals. They started off the season a little rough. Had a couple losses, but to some of the number 2 teams.
Started good the first tournament out west. They won all 3 against Gehring, and so it looked good.
Cozad.
Yeah, Cozad.
That was at Aurora, I think. Aurora Triangle. We ended up playing out there. And
Then we had a couple heartbreakers where we kind of gave away the games, lost by 1.
Actually, I think the Cardinals have had like 4 or 5 games that they've lost by 1 run. Again, at the very beginning of the season, we kind of start off. Our head coach, Sean Carr, resigned to take a job in Seward where his family is. We miss Sean, that's for sure. And
Nice
another
thing is
coach,
he's been back here every chance he can get, though, to root the girls on, so that's been good.
and I know he's with us today, that's for sure.
Well, there's a nice picture of him in the shed down below. Might need to get that on camera here before the day's over.
So Coach Carr resigned, and that was a sad day for the girls. I remember Marley calling us saying she had to go in for a meeting, and they did a Zoom meeting.
Ball 1 on the first pitch. Lexi
Man.
was kind of questioning it. It looked like it was pretty good. He said it was up. Ball 2.
And the girls started off the season with a different coach, and then 2 days into the season, they had another meeting where Coach Kylie Griffin was named the head coach of the softball team. That one went right down third
Base
base
hit down left
line.
field line. She's digging for 2. Mac picks it up, throws it in. That'll hold her with the leadoff double. Really a pretty lucky hit. She just swung late and flared it out there just inside the line.
Yeah, that was a good hit for
Now
double.
batting.
So
Number 1,
head coach is
Mark.
Kylie Griffin, and then she's got assistant coach Britt Carroll, who assisted with the team last year. She was Britt Teleski at the time, but has since gotten married.
There's a little blooper up the middle. They have hit probably 4 or 5 of those now that have just barely got out of the infield. So Lou's got them kind of off balance, but they're just getting enough bat on it to just barely. So we got a runner on first and third, no outs. Crete's up 9-5 here in the top of the 5th inning.
So the coaching staff for the Cardinals also includes 2 unpaid assistant coaches, Al Moore and Hannah Core.
Ball outside. The runner runs on defensive indifference. So runners at second and third now. No outs, one
Cardinals
ball.
really need to get an out here with this batter.
That was outside, ball 2.
I don't know. What number batter is she? Do we know?
Yeah, she's the shortstop. No. Wait a minute.
Number 6 hitter.
Oh, it's pit
Heads up.
22. She's the number
Number
7
7
hitter.
batter.
She's the third baseman. Is that right?
All right, so the number 7 batter for the Wahoo Warriors here, who are down 9-5.
There's a called strike.
Yeah. Again, runners in scoring position on second and third with no outs so far this inning.
So we just need to keep the ball in the infield here if we can. Get it out. There's a
Heads up.
foul ball
back.
up over top of us. So that evens the count at 2-2. Strikeout here would be just what the doctor ordered for Lex. See if she can't slip one by her. Strike 3 called. It had her
nice
frozen.
strikeout.
She started to swing, couldn't pull the trigger, and it was right there. So that's one out.
For the Warriors, number 19.
Nice
Wahoo.
strikeout for the Cardinals.
This is the designated hitter, or designated player, the hitter that hits number 8 spot. There's a foul ball out to right, out of play.
Got bleachers set up in the right field side. We got people sitting all the way around the stadium here watching. We got, looks like the middle school PE team out on the field. I'm sure that teacher was wanting to kind of keep an eye on what's going on with the game.
Called strike 2. So
All right.
Lexi's ahead in the count 0-2.
Our senior pitcher coming through here got the first out of the inning with a strikeout looking, and she's got 2 strikes way up on this batter.
See if she can't work herself out of this. It'd be great if we could get out of here. Try to get her to chase a high one. That's ball 1. Still way ahead in the count. Lexi's throwing a good game today. They've just been lucky to barely flare things off. There's a base hit in the
got
hole
through.
between short and third. 1 run scores. The runners hold at first and third. So we've got 1 out.
Now batting.
9-6, Cardinals
Yeah, 9-6.
still in the lead.
Urban.
But the Wahoo Warriors were able to get one across the plate here. We've got runners on first and third. I suspect that first baseman's going to run over to second to get into scoring position here. Oh, they didn't send her.
Ball 1, just a little high. Should probably take off on this pitch. I'm surprised they didn't run her on that first pitch, but Jordan was up with it pretty quick. There's ball 2 high. Runner did not go again, so there's still runners on first and third.
Again, beautiful day here at Cardinal Stadium here in Crete, Nebraska. It's the district B-8 district final.
Call strike. There the runner goes to second on defensive indifference. So we've got 1 out, runners on second and third. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cardinals are up 9-6 here in the top of the 5th inning. Called strike on the outside corner. That's 2-2.
Nice job by Jordan Coe framing that pitch. That looked awfully outside.
Yeah, he's given both pitchers kind of the benefit of that outside corner.
Yep.
Lexi's ball had a little bit of movement on it, was really breaking out. So another one, the batter just barely reached it. It was breaking away from her. She was lucky to stay alive. It was a good pitch by Lou.
Yeah.
Still 2-2.
Lexi, again, is a senior. She was a member of our state championship basketball team. We're going to miss her next year, but we'll have Jordan Coe or we'll have Mackenzie Steyer pitching next year, I assume.
There's a foul
She's our
ball out of play.
JV pitcher and pitched very well this JV season. I think the JV were either undefeated or lost one game is all this season. So Mackenzie does a really nice job pitching.
Foul ball down the first baseline, just barely. Leah fielded it.
All right, so 1 out, runners
Yep.
on second and third. Lexi's
You got a 2-2 count. This is the right fielder. Oh, she battles.
Cardinals hoping to make it into the state playoffs again. Today's ball games will determine who goes to state. Cardinals made it to state last year and played 2 days at state under Coach Sean Carr. Did a nice job.
Boy,
It was a fun experience.
still 2-2. She's still battling at the plate. Lou keeps trying to get her to swing at those outside pitches, and she's just barely getting her bat on it. So recapping here, runners on second and third, 1 out, 2-2 count. Crete's up 9-6, the top of the 5th inning. There's a hit in the hole between short and third. 1 run scores. The runner advances to third, and batter goes to second. That ball was hit absolutely perfectly between third and short, where neither one of them could quite get to it.
Cass was down on her belly in the dirt. Her and Marley like to refer to themselves as a left side lockdown, but that unfortunately got through.
Sometimes there's nothing you can do about a base hit.
Yeah. Haven't had
All
a
right.
chance. Okay, where are we at? here?
9-7 here.
What's the?
We
Oh,
got
we're
1
doing
out.
some
Looks like we're gonna
substitution.
put a runner in.
Coming in to run for the Warriors.
Atlanta
24.
hits.
Atlanta hits.
So Atlanta hits is in to run.
For the Warriors. That's 9 to
For
7. The Cardinals still have the
Caitlin
lead
Urban.
here, but we've got runners on second and third.
We just have 1 out.
Coach Griff's going to come to the mound, talk to the girls,
This is the leadoff hitter coming up here.
Kind of
She's
settling
center
them in.
fielder.
So we got this little bit of a break. Just mentioned haven't had a chance to go out and look in the audience too much, but Cardinals have had several college coaches at their games.
It looks like we're going to make a pitching change here. They're going to bring Mackenzie into pitch.
Okay.
So
Change it up a little bit, I
Yep.
think. Let them see a different pitcher. So
Yeah.
Mackenzie Steyer's coming in, sophomore, is going to be pitching. I just got done talking about her.
Lou's going to come and sit down and rest a little bit since we got more ball to play today. Riley Schmidt looks like is going to go out to left. So
All right, so we got some defensive changes here for the Cardinals.
probably a good move, just to kind of break up their momentum and give them a different look. This would have been their 3rd time seeing Lexi this game.
So like I said, I haven't been out to see who's all here at the game, but the Cardinals have had quite a few college coaches attend some of their games. We've had the Southeast Community College coach, Cloud County Community College. When we were up at Wayne the other day, the Wayne State coach, softball coach, was watching the game. We had Upper Iowa University here for our Crete invite, as well as the Northern State University coach from Aberdeen, South Dakota.
For the Cardinals.
Sioux Falls University coach was
Sioux Falls University, Coach Piv from up at Sioux Falls, South Dakota, was at the game we played in Bennington. So a lot of college coaches here checking out the Cardinal players. So
okay. Ball 1, first pitch just a little outside.
it's kind of a difficult recruiting year for the seniors that are going to be coming out because of COVID, so many teams shut down last year, so eligibility, a lot of
Called
eligibility
strike.
was extended for an additional year. So
So it counts 1-1 now. One out, runners on second and third. Crete still up 9-7. A little outside. Brings count to 2-1. That one's a little out, so that's 3-1.
Cardinals have several players playing at the collegiate level. We have Camry Moore and
There's a strike. So that brings the count full.
Mackenzie Schmidt over at Concordia University. And the Concordia Bulldogs coach has been to several of these games too. Coach Al Moore actually helps out with that team. Doane University.
Base hit the first. Leah makes a play. Throw it home. Out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She didn't slide. She was out, but he called her safe. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wow. The girl didn't slide, and so she stood up coming in, and when she stepped for the plate, Jordy tagged her right in the waist. She was definitely out, I think. Of course, what matters is what the guy in blue says, but boy, that was questionable. If the girl had slid, I would have said she'd have been safe easy. There's a foul ball on the next batter. So 1 run scored there, and
Number 2, Alyssa Lipke.
so it's 9-8, runner on third. 2 outs. Leah did a nice job making the play at first. She fielded the grounder, stepped on the bag, and threw home.
And Jordan did a nice job of getting that
Jordan
ball and
caught it,
tagging the
tagged her.
runner. But
She was, in my mind, was clearly out, but sometimes you don't get the calls.
yeah.
All right, so Max ahead, 0-2 in the count here. I think this girl's flared to left both times, just kind of there, got her swinging. Strike
Nice
3.
job, Mac.
That's the end of the inning.
Mackenzie Steyer with a strikeout for the end of the inning.
Bottom of the inning.
That's 9-8. Crete leading here going into the bottom of the fifth.
That's a couple. Cardinals still lead 9-8.
Wow.
Whew, I don't know
Yep.
how we're going to get through 3 games. Hopefully we don't have to do 3. I'm already exhausted.
Yeah.
We're only into 5 innings of the first.
Wahoo's definitely had the benefit of some plays here,
Yeah.
but
Both teams have
keeps
played a
them-
little tight, too.
yeah, I think both teams are a little tight.
Cardinals seem to kind of settle into their groove. Hopefully we can keep our bats going. Looks like it's going to be Riley Schmidt, our number 9 batter, coming up to the plate, and then we'll
Top of
flip
the order
on
again.
back up to the top of the order. So, Cardinal football team, a lot of the guys are here today watching the Cardinals, and they'll be playing tonight at Norris, so we wish them all well.
Now batting.
Coach Newmeyer and
Number 3, Riley Schmidt.
we were talking a little bit about recruiting, but for some of these seniors coming out, it's going to be a little bit harder to get recruited because everybody got an extra year of eligibility because they didn't play this last spring.
Called strike on the outside corner for 0-1.
Got to mention our favorite center fielder, Izzy Yeltse, who's playing for the UNO Maverick.
Riley swing and a miss for 0-2.
She's up there playing for Coach Eberhardt and Coach Edwards for the UNO Maverick in Omaha.
Outside and high, ball
So
1.
we miss our Iz dog. All right, Riley Schmidt, daughter of Brian and Raquel Schmidt, up to the plate.
Ball low and outside, 2-2. Counts even.
Riley had a nice hit up the middle earlier in the game.
Yep. She put a line drive right over the pitcher's head, right up the middle. Foul tip, staying alive.
Riley's a junior here at Crete High.
Ball outside and low.
Full count.
That outside corner is a little tough to gauge. If you're a batter, you almost can't. Now there, his same pitch. Called it a ball last time and struck her out this time on it.
Yeah.
That makes it tough. You don't know for sure. He's kind of giving it most of the time, but sometimes he doesn't.
For the Cardinals, number 12, Leah.
All right,
Jurgen.
back to the top of the order for the Cardinals. Be nice to get a couple more runs on the scoreboard. It's 9-8. The Cardinals have the lead.
Leah fouls the first pitch back. Good cut.
Leah is the daughter of Troy and Amy Jurgens. She was a Lincoln Lutheran co-op player, but is transferred to Crete. She's been a Cardinal, full-time Cardinal, since the beginning of her junior year. She's getting ready to finish her senior year.
That's outside and low for ball. 1-1. 1 out.
We'll do a shout out to her brother Will, who may be watching. He's, I think, a sophomore at Lincoln Lutheran. Plays on the football team up there.
Down low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cardinals lead 9-8 here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out. Leah Jurgens up. Ooh, foul tip. 2-2. Took a good cut at that one. Just missed it. Whoa, pitcher threw it behind her there. She tries to throw that change up and she holds on to it, and
Gets
so that's a
little
full
wild
count
on her.
now. She's trying to really palm it and flip it over, and every once in a while she'll hold on to it a little too hard, and it goes way high, way inside. There we go. Leah just fought that one off just to stay alive. Count remains full.
Leah's driving up the pitch count. I don't know if they have more than one pitcher for Wahoo. But
Yeah, they were warming up 2 that I saw before the game.
when you're playing best 2 out of 3, sometimes it's hard to judge.
And fouled it back again. Remains full.
Some of the decision making is thinking about what's ahead, potentially what's ahead for you.
Outside, ball 4.
Oh,
That's ball 4.
Oh, okay. Leah wanted to stay at bat.
She wanted to hit it. All right, so we've got a runner on first.
Kitty Went is coming up to the plate. Junior Kitty.
For the Cardinals, number 8, Caitlin Went.
So we got 1 out. Leah's on first.
Leah's got some speed too, so
Outside, ball.
Kitty's kind of a slapper.
She can hit with power, though. That left fielder's in pretty shallow. I could see Kitty putting one over her head pretty easily here. Whoop, go back.
Oh, Leah
Doubled
got
up. Doggone it. She hit a little looping line drive to second, and they were able to double her up at first.
Yeah,
So that ends the inning.
double play there.
So we're going to
for
the top of the
Wahoo.
6th, with Crete still leading 9-8.
That was must have had some spin on that ball. It looked like it was going to fly right over her head, and it just kind of came back, kind of
Just off the end of
hung
her
out
bat.
there.
Yep.
Heading to the 6th, Cardinals still lead 9-8.
Just got it off the end of the bat and just didn't have enough on it to get it out of the infield. Unfortunately, Leah had taken a good secondary lead and just couldn't get back. So
So I'm going to see if I can locate some scores for us. I've not had a lot of success. So there's 8 games going on across Nebraska here for the Class B state qualifiers. So Omaha Skutt and Omaha Gross are playing each other in Omaha. Got two ball games, actually 3 ball games out in the Hastings Grand Island area. We've got GICC is playing Wayne in Grand Island at the Vets Sports Complex, and Northwest is playing Bennington also at the Vets Sports Complex, and Hastings is playing Adams Central in Hastings at the Smith Complex. I'm gonna try to see if I can.
Autumn Iverson.
and here in the top of the 6th, we've got the number 3 batter. She's the pitcher leading off. Swing and a miss. It's a good pitch by McKenzie. Again, we switched pitchers last inning. McKenzie came in to finish out the inning. Give Lexi a little bit of a rest because I'm sure she'll be going more innings later. Little high, ball 1. Cardinals lead 9-8.
Looks like Northwest is beating Bennington 1-0
There's a foul
at the
ball
top
out.
of 3.
Out of play
Thanks,
on the right
Deb.
side. So Max up 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter this inning for Wahoo. There's a little foul ball. Looks like it's going to drop foul. Nobody could get to it to make a play. So we'll repeat it.
A lot of good softball being played here in Nebraska. I think the Class C district championships are being played today as well. We've got some friends down in Fairbury whose daughter plays for the Fairbury Jeffs.
A little high, ball 2. 2-2. No outs here. Top of the 6th.
Hastings is up 4-0 in the bottom of the 2nd.
There's a foul ball. Count remains even at 2. Little low, ball 3. Count goes full.
So this is still the first game here at Crete. Best 2 out of 3. Cardinals lead 9-8 against the Wahoo Warriors.
There's a little flare out to right.
Ooh.
Oh, Ashland couldn't make the play. Oh, the throw to second just not quite in time. So they start off with a leadoff double. Should have been an out. We've had several of those where the wind and the sun have made it a little bit difficult for the outfielders. Ashland had to run a long ways for that one. Thought she was going to make the play. So
Looks like Norris is leading Beatrice in the top of the 6th. It's 8-4 down there, but Beatrice has 2 runners on, 2 outs. Top of the 6th.
swing and a miss there by the right fielder for Wahoo, Carissa Eddy. So she's down the count 0-1. No outs. Runner at second. Crete leads 9-8 here in the top of the 6th inning. She lays down a bunt. Mac Fields throws to first. Got her at first. And she's, throw back to third.
Is that runner hurt?
Runner looked like she might have hurt herself trying to dive back into the bag. I think they had her they had her blocked and tagged pretty good. Unfortunately, the umpire out there, I don't think, was looking back to third. I don't think he expected that play. I think they almost asked for some help because I don't know if he saw the play. Kylie's questioning it. She's asking him about it. He was slow looking back because I don't think he expected a throw back over to third, so he wasn't really even looking there when the play happened. So yeah, they've gotten the benefit of a couple of those where I don't know.
All right.
All right.
Warriors, number 3, Harper Hancock.
This is the second baseman here.
So it's still 9-8, right?
Right. 9-8. We got one out. Runner on third now. There's a foul ball.
Well, these two are ranked 8th and 9th, so you would expect a close game here. The Cardinals saw Wahoo earlier in the season at the Crete Quad and beat them 6-0, I think. 6-1.
Yep.
Today it's tight game, 9-8.
Strike. A good pitch there inside. Batter was looking there at it, so it's 0-2. 0-2, one out, runner on third. Be good to get this out here. There's a foul ball.
Another foul. Back out of play. Again, it's best 2 out of 3. It's the first game.
There's a, foul ball. She didn't mean to swing, but still 0-2.
Mac's way ahead in the count here.
I was outside, tried to get her chase one there. She didn't, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a little pop-up. Ashland made a great play, make the catch, but the throw's not going to be in time, and the runner scores. So that ties the ball game here, 9-9.
Great catch by Ashland.
She had to come running in hard. These girls from Wahoo just have barely been dinking it into the outfield, and
Number 1,
came in hard, caught it on her
caught
knees.
it sliding on her knees, made the catch, but then couldn't make a strong enough throw to the plate. Clearly off of her knees.
So we got 9-1 here. Or 9-9, excuse me.
There's another little flare out to her, and she just drops it. So there's 2 outs in the inning, runner on first.
They're giving our senior Ashlyn Adam, right fielder, quite a bit of work out there.
Yeah, they've been hitting it out there, but
number 22, Kylie Kenning.
this is the third baseman for Wahoo. There's a little nubber to third. Cass fields it, throws to first for the out in time. That ends the inning. So Wahoo scores 1 but leaves 1 on base. That ties the game 9-9 going into the bottom of the 6th. Wahoo got the benefit of a call there that kind of helped them out a lot.
Wahoo ties it up, 9-9, bottom of the 6th.
All right. You might have heard our boys football team here leading some warm-ups and doing some jumping jacks in the stand, the student body.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Cardinals will be Lexi Mock.
We got some great supporters here. High school basketball coach John Larson and his brother are here supporting the girls. We've got quite a student section. There's a Doan.
The Cardinals, number 20, Lexi Mott.
Looks like one of the Doan softball coaches is here watching the game. Lexi Mock is up to bat, and Lexi took one deep.
Fouled it back out
This
over the
one.
right side.
Lexi took it deep, what, the
Last at bat, wasn't it? That
last time she was at bat or the time before, and
pretty much dead center.
scored 3 runs.
Change up called for strike
Yeah.
2. Good take by Lexi, though. That wasn't what she was looking for.
Winds moderate, blowing out into right field.
Oh, she just got on the hands, but it may be trouble. I don't think they're going to get to it. Nope,
Yep.
they don't. It drops.
Drops.
Good effort by the center fielder. She was running for all she had, but she just couldn't quite get to it. Kind of jammed Lexi on the hands. She had enough strength to muscle it out of the infield. So
Now up is
All right.
senior Cassidy Skillett.
Number 9, Cassidy Skillett.
ball outside.
All right, no outs, runner on 1.
Yep.
Lexi Mock is on first base. Lexi is no longer pitching, so they can't put in a courtesy runner for
There's
her.
a base hit by
And
Cass out the right
Cass has
center.
a
That's going
nice-
to bring Lexi to third. Cass is going to kind of hold it first.
That rolled all the way to the fence.
Yeah, one hopper.
Yeah.
So that brings Marley Stones up here.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 13, Marley Stones.
All right, we got runners on the corners, first and third.
Yep.
We got sophomore Marley Stones, our daughter. Marty and I are here in the broadcast booth today, sharing with you. Marley is actually, her name was, we had 4 boys and couldn't figure out a girl's name, and so we decided Marley. So it's M-A-R for Marty and L-I for Linda. So that's how she got her name. We always like to joke that she's the best and the worst of both of us. So
That was a
she's a
little
good
inside.
kid.
Inside ball 1. High ball 2. Oh, there goes Cass to second, but Lexi stays put at third here. So we got runners at second and third.
So Marley has 4 older brothers, so she definitely was not going to be a girly girl. She's definitely going to be a sports player, and she likes to get dirty playing softball. I think that's her preferred sport, although she loves basketball too.
Inside for 3 balls. 3-0.
I know
I would
her.
suspect she'll be taking this one. Although it might be a good one to, if it's down the middle. Yep, took it ball as a strike. 3-1.
All right, let's see what Marley can do with this ball.
Oh man, that was high and out, but he called it a strike, so now the count goes full.
I don't
Boy,
know
oh
if she
boy, that
doesn't-
was kind of a gimme call, I think, there. I know I'm a little biased, but that was questionable.
Right now, she's got a battle.
There's a
Fouls
foul
one.
ball.
Fouls went back.
His zone has definitely been a little bit erratic. I know it's been hard for the batters to know whether to take or on these corners because he's been kind of off and on the calls. Ball 4.
Whew.
So she walks.
She got nerves of steel because I don't know. That was close.
That was a close one. But the other one was probably more of a ball than that one. So now we have Carly Henning coming up. We got no outs, bases loaded here. So looks like they may be changing pitchers here.
Yeah, we're going to have a pitching change here.
This is the inning for Crete to really bust out here. If we can get a couple runs in and then go shut them down. Oh, just think.
All right, so we got a new pitcher coming to the mound, and we got Carly Henning coming up. No outs with bases loaded. Carly is a grand slam hitter. She's hit a couple.
She has the ability to go long, for sure.
She's hit a couple. She definitely had one grand slam homer. I think the other one might have been Mackenzie. We've had a few grand slams on the year, but Carly definitely has the opportunity to go deep, and she's got the wind in her favor going out to right field, right center. The pretty moderate, I guess, moderate wind. The flag's really flying out there. So we got bases loaded, no outs, and Carly Henning's coming up. The Wahoo team parents tried to get a thing going, and the student section. So we got a little bit of the Wahoo parents are yelling "Go Big Red," and the
or "Go Big Blue" or something.
Cardinal student section is
so here we are on the bottom of the sixth. Game is tied. Crete has the bases loaded with no outs. Carly Henning's at the plate. I don't know why they're throwing down. They're just warming up a different pitcher. That was kind of a...
All right, so we got bases loaded, and we've got Cassidy on second base, Lexi on third, and Marley Stones on first base.
Wahoo was acting like that. That was the beginning of the inning. They were throwing down and everything. It's been so long here. This has been a pretty big break here.
All right, Carly has the opportunity to go deep here. Carly is a junior. She's the daughter of Jeff and Gail Henning. Granddaughter of Chuck and Rosalie Henning. Chuck is a long-time member of the Crete Fire Department.
Okay, here we go. Pitcher sets, gets ready to throw. First pitch is swing and a miss. Good cut by Carly.
Again, this is best 2 out of 3, and this is still game 1. What a game it is. Whew.
Called strike 2.
She looked back at the umpire kind of assuming that that was probably going to be a strike, and it was.
Yeah,
so
she
2 strikes, no balls.
just needs to get her bat on it. Here, put it out of the infield. There's a base hit out the center.
Yeah, over the center fielder's head.
Off the fence. Here comes Lexi. Here comes Cassidy to the plate. Safe.
Oh, yeah. Cassidy slides in.
Marley ends up at third and Carly at second. So that puts the Cards up 11-9.
11-9.
Still no outs. Jordan Coe's coming to the plate now.
I tell you, you kind of had that look on Cassidy's face. She plays catcher a lot, and the look on her face was like, it's going to be me or you.
Yeah, it's like,
Wahoo
don't get
catcher.
in my way.
Yeah. Cassidy was, she's a little bit bigger than this catcher, and boy, you knew that she meant business coming into the plate. She was going to come one way or the other.
Now batting.
All right, so
Cardinals, number 16, Jordan Coe.
So there's no outs here.
No outs. We got runners on second and third.
Ball outside.
Jordan Coe, our junior, is up to the plate.
She's been swinging a hot bat. She just needs to rip one here and
Jordy
really
has
put
been
some
swinging a hot
distance
bat.
between us and Wahoo. There's ball low in the dirt.
Jordy had a home run in Lexington, but that was when her dad was watching and mom was home teaching. And unfortunately today, Jason is in York working, and
There is a deep fly to right. That may be out. It is gone. Yes. Woo!
all right.
Go.
She got it up into that jet stream, and that baby just kept carrying.
Jordan Coe with a 3-run homer for the Cardinals.
Woo!
Boy, that Cardinal team is hyped. That is definitely a momentum changer.
So that makes the score 14-9 now.
Scored 14 for the Cardinals.
Now Mackenzie Steyer is up. We still have no outs here.
Number 27, Mackenzie Steyer.
Wow, that was a great one for Jordan. I'm happy for that girl. She's been working really hard.
The new bat paid off.
Yeah, I think
She had a ghost that cracked, so I think they went and got a Louisville LXT, and it
it's
definitely
hot.
did its job.
Yeah, she probably ain't never going to let go of that bat.
All right, that first pitch was a ball, outside and down. So
hopefully Dad, Jason in York, was able to see that big hit for Jordan, 3-run homer.
called strike, evens the count at 1.
And Grandma Judy Imus in Belgrade, hopefully she was dialed in to see that play. Wow, it was a nice hit for Jordan. You just love to watch our
Called strike 2.
players do so well. All right, Mackenzie Steyer is at the plate right now. Mackenzie is a sophomore, daughter of Troy and Mandy Steyer.
There, Mac just fought it off, fouled it out off the right side there. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm sure several of the Bauer clan are dialed in watching today. Chris Bauer-Reitz, one of my classmates, likes to dial in and
That
watch
was outside
Mackenzie
and
play.
high. Evens the count at 2-2.
Want to do a shout out to my friend Dr. Jennifer Smith. She's a pediatrician in
a
Omaha.
foul
She's
ball.
dialed in watching the game today.
Count remains 2-2.
Jen's one of my sorority sisters from Nebraska Wesleyan. She was a basketball and softball player at Wesleyan and still a diehard sports fan. She joined us in Bennington, been to several of the girls' basketball and softball games.
There's a shot between
All
left
right,
and short.
nice.
Base hit. So that puts Mackenzie aboard. Still no outs. They threw back to first. Lucky the first baseman knocked it down. All right, now Riley Schmidt's up.
Got Riley Schmidt.
Number 3, Riley Schmidt.
Riley is a junior lefty. She is the daughter of Brian and Raquel Schmidt.
Ball outside high.
Brian is the coordinator of the softball concession stand, so he's probably out there at the grill watching Riley. Riley's had a couple good hits. She's really been coming on here.
There's foul straight back over us.
Hopefully that missed the truck and the van there.
Yeah. Should even the count at 1.
She fouled it off over the back of the broadcast booth.
There's a ball in the dirt, but doesn't get away far enough for Mac to advance, so still have the runner at first.
No outs here.
2
For
balls,
the
1 strike.
Cardinals. Want to give a shout out to our neighbor Mitch Smolka. Mitch is watching the game.
Hit to the shortstop, makes a backhanded stab, able to get the play at second to force out, but they don't turn it in time to get Riley. So we got 1 out in the inning, still have a runner on first.
Number 12.
And now
Jurgen.
Back to the top of the
Leah
top of the
Juergens,
order.
our first baseman, up to bat. Leah had a nice double
Leah's
a
due.
couple bats ago.
Yeah. Leah's due for a long ball.
There's a good hit.
That one's deep to left, and the left fielder
Turned her around, but she was able to recover and just make the basket catch.
on her knees.
Yep.
So 2 outs for the Cardinals.
Pretty
Runner
good play
on.
by left fielder to recover there. Looked like she was beat.
Now
Yep.
batting. Number 8, Caitlin Wynn.
All right, so we got 2 outs. Riley's at first.
Kitty Went is up to the plate.
Ball high.
Kitty is a slapper, but she's got
She's got a
not
little
a
power.
true slapper. She
No.
can really pop that one out into the field.
There's one right up the middle. Pitcher knocks it down, recovers. Ooh,
Oh,
boy,
man.
about threw it high, but first baseman is able to handle it. So
Wahoo
that's
got out of that inning without any more damage, but 3-run homer by Jordan Coe.
At the scoreboard, they now lead
So 14-9, going into the top of the 7th.
14-9, top of the 7th.
So 3 outs, and we take a break and wait for the next game.
Cardinals just need 3 outs, and they have this one in the book. So we still have Mackenzie Steyer coming out on the mound, giving Lexi Mock a break. She pitched, Lexi, our senior, pitched several innings. And sophomore Mackenzie Steyer came in to pitch, face a few batters. So, all right, Mr. Stones, what do you think? Think we can wrap this one up here at the top of this inning, or are we going to have to come back up to bat?
I think you can put it in the books.
Cardinal defense hasn't been playing bad. Mackenzie's pitching well today. She
Lexi
might be able to
threw
sit
well.
down a couple.
Quite honestly, Wahoo's got the benefit of a lot of seeing eye singles that just found their way into spots where we couldn't get people to make the plays. They really haven't hit the ball particularly hard.
Leading off the inning for the Warriors.
All right, again, this district format is best 2 out of 3, so this is game number 1. Cardinals lead 14-9. It's the top of the 7th inning.
This is the number 8 batter.
19, Becca Watipka.
She's the flex player, or the designated hitter.
So there's games going on throughout Nebraska here, Class B and Class C finals, district finals. Winners of these best 2 out of 3 go to state, and losers start looking forward to basketball
season. Low
season.
ball 1, I guess. Looked pretty good, just a little low. Jordan even turned around and asked the umpire to clarify what was wrong with that one, I think. Same spot he called it, strike 1, so 1-1.
Jordan Coe is our junior catcher behind the bag, catching for Mackenzie Steyer. Our
plate.
Behind the plate, Mackenzie Steyer is on the mound.
Swing and a miss.
All right.
That's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Max up on this one. Let's see if she can set her down.
Should have been a strikeout right there. The first one, I think, probably should have been a strike 2, but let's see if we can get her here. Nope, she didn't chase it, so 2-2. It's good pitch, though. Good idea.
So the plan is 30 minutes in between games. So as soon as this game goes final, we'll start the ticker for 30 minutes, and then we'll start game 2 of this best 2 out of 3.
There's a foul ball.
Foul ball.
Make that announcement, no lineups, right? I don't think we did the last time, if I don't recall. I think we just did the first game and then nothing after that.
All right, we got a count of 2-2. No outs, but we're here at the top of the 7th inning. Cardinals lead 14-9.
Strike and a miss.
All
Nice
right.
high rise ball. The girl swung right under it for the first out. Good
Mackenzie
pitch.
sets the first girl down. Great job to our sophomore pitcher.
Number 18, Caitlin Urban.
This is the number 9 hitter in their lineup. She's the catcher.
Be nice to get this one out so that when we face the top of the lineup, we've got 2 outs. Although Mackenzie's doing a nice job on the mound today.
Up. She
Seriously?
really didn't make an attempt to get out of the way there. I think kind of stuck her arm out there and got the hit by pitch.
Now batting, number 23, Asia Henderson.
All right,
This
we're
is
at the
the
top
center
of the
fielder.
lineup. Top of the lineup for the Cardinals here.
Yeah, just hit her out in the arm. She just stuck her arm out there, and I guess any way to get on base. That was really not that far inside.
For the Warriors, number 24, Atlanta Hits.
I was waiting for him to call it a strike, to be honest with you. It was right there where he's been calling them.
Yeah. All right. So again, it's best 2 out of 3. Be nice for the Cardinals to get out of this inning
Okay, we got
ahead,
one
because then the game would be over. So
out. Double play would be nice right here. This thing hit into a ground ball and get a turn 2. Little high. Ball 1.
all right. Cardinals are top of the 7th inning. Cardinals are in the field. They have the lead 14-9.
There's a strike. 1-1.
Mackenzie Steyer, our sophomore pitcher, is on the mound for the Cardinals.
Both pitchers for the Cardinals have done a good job today.
Yeah.
There's a pop-up in the infield. Cassidy settles under it, makes the play. That's 2 down. So next, we are going to have the left fielder, Alyssa Ludke, number 2.
For Wahoo, number 2, Alyssa Lutke.
All right, Cardinals are one out away from winning this first game of the district final competition.
There's a foul
ball
ball down the left
down.
field.
I do want to give a shout out to Cassidy. She's been a good senior. Last year, our daughter Marley started as a freshman in the shortstop, and Cassidy was playing third base. And Cassidy really, between Cassidy on third base and Jenny Cardona on second base, they really kept Marley grounded, allowed her to really have fun that season. And Cassidy and Marley have had a good relationship. They call themselves the left side lockdown.
So Mac is ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. We have 2 outs, runner on first. See if she can maybe get her to chase a changeup or a high rise ball. Oh, tried to go on the outside corner, didn't get the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Alan Moore is calling the pitches out to for the Cardinals. We're blessed that he's able to be here today. Alan works for the Saline County Sheriff's Department. He's actually the Saline County Sheriff.
Foul ball out over the left side.
Unfortunately, he's not been able to be with us for quite a few of the games because he's been responsible for dealing with the Sidney Loof trial going on in Lexington.
Here's the
so
pitch.
We're blessed to have him here today.
Swing and a miss. That's the ball game.
Strikeout. What a way to win the game. All right. So Cardinals have number 1 in the books.
Game 1's in the books. Cardinals win 14-9.
14-9.
So we'll.
We're going to have a
pick up the
30-minute
next game
break,
here in 30
and
minutes.
then we'll.
Game 1 and game 2.
We done?
This best of 3 series. The Cardinals lead the best of 3. 1-0. Back in a half.
Tell 'em that.
For game 2.
All right, the system's going to be reset as we get ready for game 2. So dial back on. It's not going to be the exact same link, but it'll be on YouTube again. So same link. It's just going to be a new start to the game. So we'll see you back in 30 minutes.